Hey, this is Vu, and today I'm going to be talking about the CZ versus the Tec9 and the FiveSeven. Now, this is something that I think a lot of people made a decision on months ago and haven't really revisited since, and if you haven't, I definitely think you should. Now, as for the CZ versus the FiveSeven first, I'll get to the Tec9 a little bit later. The main difference is really going to be a difference in style, and the way I like to think about it is that from an area that's very close range, like this barrel to the door or something similar in range, you're going to notice that with the CZ against an AK or especially against an SMG, and if you have armor, it's even more so, you don't really have to hit a nice shot. They have to hit a nice shot on you. The DPS of the CZ is so ridiculously high, all you really have to do is spray away at their chest and you're going to kill them very, very quickly, and you're not really going to have very many problems unless they get that headshot off on you. However, with the FiveSeven, you're going to probably need to headshot them if you want to get a kill. So the CZ really ensures that one kill on people as they're coming out of the doors or when they're coming at any real close range angle. And on the CT side, you can voluntarily take those engagements. You can get very close range where you force them to really peek out on you at fairly weak angles, and you can basically ensure a lot of damage or a kill. Now with the FiveSeven, you're going to notice that you're a little bit safer in terms of versatility and multiple ranges. And the other thing about the CZ is actually that it's very unforgiving. And that's something that a lot of people don't really take into account here. A professional player can definitely get a couple of kills with the CZ because their aim is pretty ridiculous. However, an amateur player might even find himself not being able to find more than 80 or 90 damage if he's not used to the CZ. So that's really something to keep in mind there. The FiveSeven having 20 bullets is really, really big in terms of not only being able to get multiple kills on a lot of circumstances if you get that first one, but also being able to play from a little bit further back compared to the CZ and not really worrying about it. Not only because the FiveSeven is a little bit more accurate, it's not actually insanely more accurate, but it's a bit more accurate. But it's got that extra bullets allowing it, you don't have to worry so much about being punished for missing a couple shots. Like the CZ, you're going to notice it's not that much less accurate than the FiveSeven actually, depending on how quickly you shoot it. But then you're going to end up running out of bullets and not doing very much damage at that range at all. So the real difference between the CZ and the FiveSeven is going to be a lot about the difference in style. For me, if I'm playing in a scrim or I'm playing with players that I know are competent, I'll really trend towards using the CZ because getting that one guaranteed kill is really big, and that's where that $100 kill reward comes into factor here, because it really doesn't matter that you have a $100 kill reward, because the main economic damage you're doing is taking money out of your opponent's hands, and you've got to think of that plus the kill reward. So an AK plus full armor and all that, let's say your opponent spends 4,000 on their gun and you kill them with the CZ and no armor, or you kill them with a FiveSeven and no armor. Adding an extra $200 onto your kill reward, making it $4,200 effectively for the kill, really doesn't matter very much. Your main goal when you're getting kills with the pistol is to grab that gun, try and win the round, and try and hurt their economy, not try and buff yours. Now, as for one thing about the CZ you're going to want to know is the spread pattern. Generally, you want to shoot 5 or 6 bullet bursts if you're at a little bit longer of a range, because you're going to notice first 4, 5, 6 bullets are going to fall in a pretty tight pattern, and then it's going to get a little bit ridiculous immediately after, and you can see these bullets are getting a little bit insane, and nothing's really accurate after that, so just get something to note there. Now, hopefully, from the way I've been talking about the Tec9, or sorry, the FiveSeven and the CZ, you're going to understand why I don't really recommend the CZ on that terrorist side. And that's because on the CT side, as I mentioned, you can choose your engagements. You can play a close range angle if you want and really force them into weird situations. However, on the T side, not only are you going to be forced into long-range engagements a lot of the time where you really need to be spamming away at people, and having the extra 12 bullets is really, really important, but you're not going to be able to stop a lot of the time. Your team's going to be doing a 5-man rush, and you're really going to want to be holding A or D and strafing out and just trying to get kills while rushing a bomb site. And with the CZ, a gun that you really need to stop with, you're going to be punished pretty hard for that. So I would definitely recommend the Tec9 on that T side. However, on the CT side, it's really up to personal preference. And again, in my eyes, if I'm playing with some competent teammates, I'll definitely trend towards using the CZ for that guaranteed kill. But if my teammates are, solo queue matchmaking teammates, I will definitely use the FiveSeven a little bit more. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.